Yelna waqtas par pen tos na bana copy tos na bana kim pat gari.
Yelma garas maz stithi halat yapar khandar bemar yapar vasmas mahedi garas maz yapar panun kon.
Kalbas şongan sabaz man kya yat kya kar ye kapar yana ki cheez şonu bu cheez.
Misal gemimiz beni karya Kudayas başına bana kunca gara vishnas gasnas. Naçivan 5-10 jaya.
Kharch छ lagan pech nu guzari. 1.5 rep छ ziyanan tat kya ni.
Ekan छ rood vasan beken छ sheen vasan. Khamo to go theek, khamo no to sutte te theek.
When the pangs of hunger become unbearable, when a sense of desolation overtakes you, when the eyes get parched and the walk too heavy, at times like these, if only a noble soul, a Messiah, walked in. If only.
For any human being, addressing such issues is something where you believe and you feel that this is something where the Creator wants to help these people. Otherwise, these are not set protocols, or this is not a set assignment for you to go and see them. I am telling you that I am learning, I am lucky to learn from these sufferers lessons which many a times very senior dedicated experts from other parts of the world also, when you share with them, say that we are learning out of such experiences.
Agony touches us at different levels, primarily personal, mutual, and social. Agony speaks to us in a variety of ways. Agony can stem from a range of reasons, and again, it registers its impact in so many different ways. However, the brunt of agony is almost uniform to all sufferers. A sigh of agony is always unmistakable. It gets to your core in no time. This very humble household captures the essence of typical socio-economic situation in the developing world. And there are millions of such households in this developing world of ours.
Mie has gay so oriken very bis mane bi surgery aya person zianon de axe
Tiger surgery ayo pa.
Camera sas group में पाले हम साथी को राइस गांव मन मागत आर पे सुत्र या पर जो खानदार पे हमारे
खानदार इसका दिल
इसका चेक से जाए
शूर को शूर
ज तो मैं इसमें पाराम प्राइवेट स्कूल पास थर्ड में तो मैं सर्विस स्कूल
mungkin kita zianon yanon
के है ना हंस के है पता है सुनना उस वो नहीं की
On this long journey called life, the going gets tough at times, extremely tough. At times like these, one cannot help but question the very purpose of carrying on.
Pachivan or Dijapa Medirapi, Celia Kishirishan with this food of emission metal bana. Biyam bushas tem sada ba mesh behtar marna bushna yahan sahti ki yor kaj me khandar bushas dana tem san sahti di bushna ba ki.
Just in case you feel the step contemplated is too much in the realm of desperation, think over this. The only bread earner of the family has been bedridden for months together. There seems to be no hope of his recovery, for the only source of income has been closed for long, and the family is too self-respecting to ask for help. The predicament would cast its impact on these raw minds as well. Interestingly, one day, this little boy found his own resolve getting the better of his age and strength.
Mosum bach has go me ek da ekis kain phel tulni mon padis nastem khabar wo rapi kin kya tha tor ono dabo malis hatan dawa.
जब हम पहली बार वहाँ गए, इस घर के हालात बहुत ही अबतर थे. खाने के लिए क्या, दवाई के लिए इनके पास पैसे नहीं थे. इनका घर खत्म हो चुका था।
The suffering continues with no end in sight visibly until one day an appointment to ease up mental distress opens up the road to redemption.
Mes छ yohai has gasan hatas petai pat man sonchan vöts's beh yath hakas mein asau is gamai doctors su yel na rapi da ast tem sait gatha b kun jay
khanda ke karan
so has es mozuri karan parse pet paros thavrunu pet pe us bemar eksi jay
kya de
man temes ge ham tman kam rasi problem su chun hegan thod di vothi mes chun kam sait na gara sait ke buzan kar hak maktash me gatha man khen di pat mushtai कमरस कर मैं सर्जरी तथ मन समझाई कई गाँव वाले पोस त्रोक मैं कमरस तक अच्छा वन मे पे सहारा मेल न रपी दहन गुजारिश ये नम शुर मे पान प्राइवेट स्कूल अमी बांगन जै द्र तुलस तत्र सरकारी स्कूल
सैलम पन टीम योर कर अमिस काउंसलिंग मगर ये तमिस फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस अगर तमिस फाइनेंशियल हेल्प मिले तम सो सह बेटर वन मरगूब सबस कर कत अमन सर वो यह अन तो करो अमिस यूत हेल्प हेको तूत करो
अगर तुझे खर्द कमल में कुंजा गथे ना गथा पाने मैं लाची
ती अच्छ इलाज गुबरन ती वचु पिलिस या यम सुदो चुनियर पत के गैस टाइम से There is a patient who is enormously suffering from depression, major depressive disorder, moderate to severe. So simply you would go by the protocols and prescribe the antidepressants. That is what we did. It didn't work. With a period of time, you continued going to their door and providing the best possible treatment. Anybody could expect that professionals going there and then assessing and giving treatment for major depressive disorder. Over a period of time, you realize that it is not working. It's not working because there are many other factors that are contributing to this. Psychosocial factors predominantly dominating the whole sphere of every aspect of life. So that was explored, that what best needs to be done, but it is not we who decide it. It's not me deciding that you need this. Obviously, the family and particularly the patient, initially the patient and the spouse and other factors had to be considered.
Bus totativ mesh asal patan watan dawa hunti mal otas me varia problem gatsa man chantiza kihena har talas me dos man tu yoistu me yivan dawa he potradu men mas bahas
gaya chu basa su chele
ahnas awa je me yete tas tay guard rukayo na has tati has bro
su mahalai
bro ahnas a
korchon dukan
tait has
kota je basan tat lagi
Tach has lagan mahal rapes 30 sas te lagan magar tuti mahas gasas tim satan is mohan sasan anoya 3 sasan pat bhai pat yel ropi hat jena budap yor kain bahas anha be hata soda me has gatsa tem sait roz bithi nak chmi zindagi sud pushada bugastel mare bugastel ya sakti roz yo kai has draw soda woda sabzi va ana zal akit lakit tanya pat has
With proper psychological conditioning and a little monetary support, the scene for the family begins to change almost instantly.
जब उन्होंने दुकान खोलने का फैसला किया, हम वहाँ गए और जो भी चीज़ उनको ज़रूरत थी, हमने वो मैसर रखा ताकि उनको कोई परेशानी न हो.
Brohas bevechan otra bozdan bumar pano pan. मगर आज में बसा वारिया फरक तो शौक से वहीं के वना अगर मैं काम दबाइने जब या दुकान अस्त बुकार काम ये तो इसमें हालात बस दम बजाले सर सिनार या जो सासान से गान हो बसा यहाँ पे मान में दवा दो तो ये इस मना सोदा पत्तें पत्ता दुकान रेट आई पेश में बसा वारिया सहूलियत वारिया हज वारिया मान हुश आज खुशी से था दपा बुकार काम दोहते
ना तो सो आसान अकिस कूनस मन बस आसान बेकिस कूनस खुशी सतन दपान बह बेहम दुकान से बह ज्यादा दपान बह बेहम दुकानस पे अहन फर्द तस बह आसान तथि शुर आज मे खुश शुर खुश
अच्छा बरकत करें अल्लाह ताला बरकत करें खुश छका माशाअल्लाह माशा यम साव उस प्रसान दपस बेइज्जती छवा करान दपान इंशाअल्लाह वन चीज बाकी ते कर अच्छा क्या दिल से खुशी गसन अल्लाह ताला सुंदे सोरे गो ये शाहिद छ अल्लाह ताला सुंदे अत कप छ वनुन मगर खुशी छ तो ये चुथो लड़का वो मुझे अगर ये गस इंशाल्लाह आज छिन गसन एडमिशन अगर अक्टूबर में गो तो स्कूल वाले वो मुझे सडोन अख बच्चा अगर ये तोर ते गस ना सु गस ते नूर अल्लाह नूरी बाकी आज निकी छुट्टी
निकी छे मकना एग्जाम दे
वो यो है ती दसना सा
तो यो है मिनट अच्छा निवा
का
नीच गए क्या वही नहीं खबर बहुत ऐसा कैसे
Things started improving by and by, and a sense of relief became all too evident. As the base of financial security got concretized, pathways of well-being and betterment began to open up almost spontaneously. The feeling of satisfaction is all too palpable. Life has turned a new chapter.
हालात बिल्कुल खराब बिल्कुल खराब कह ताकत न थोद वतन वनस खुदा सवाल बच पान सोरे कह वनस करान बेचनस पे वतमित वनस बह अयाल पकनान वनस बह पन पान पकनान तो सत पकनान अत हफ्तस सम्रावान रॉपि 1,000 या 2,000 पत अकि साथ चीज अनान तो बेस घर पकनान घरस कम लागन थोड़ा बहुत अत वानस करान ज्यादा पैरवी
युथ तह गो अक दह वाक़ा मान 2 दहन टोट लाफ कहें पत गई बे अमिस कांद्रस निश खोज मे अनमस चोट दे रपन 20 मान अम तुज तो दिच मे अनमस दिमे बह पगह या कल बह दिमो तुम और अन चोट 1 बजे बह खुदा सोबन कसम दिवान शुरन कहवस सत सो चोट दिवान तीच मान वक्तस शुरन अगर तोमल 2 त्रक तरान बस शुरन खत रनान 2 प्याल बज फाक शुर रातस कांग्रि फुकान दपान मुमा तर मे अनमस करो नमन कमरन 2 पलस्तर तो अति गो कश पे वुशनेर कर लायक नत ना कहें ना कहें खुदा नाव सिवाय ना कहें टीचरों तह सूज मे शेष दोपुक नी बह तौर तक दोपुक यम क्या सोचान परान मगर सोचान क्या मान नीच आव मे 3 लट स्कूल मज चक्कर पत आय मे तुम टीचर आव योर दोपन च वल तौर अमिस क्या दलील मे अनमस ये पे गर बोत तो यम मे तवे सोचान ओतर कोर मे तमवे दोपुक ना आज यम सोचान करान कहें मे अनमस ना यन दुकान त्रो तन पे ठीक तन पे सोचान कहें
To ensure such positive and heartening changes, an elaborate process of research and study remains in progress all the time, though quite behind the scenes.
Azameni kisse bihte.
Hoka khanda.
Sushkani.
Daily che gasan.
Na.
Ade maz.
Maz. Yem da
Kam do binus.
Binus ahna.
Karin bia gav.
Asina bia.
Kar?
Temos as goas direto logo.
Doutor Kuname?
Acho que ela 7 kg.
7 kg.
ठीक है वरना गट लंगड़न वो
Schon has kann as de la.
ये लो उनके अच्छे बना
Nazdam chvoili dan vai tna ta santam divan jad do da.
आज सत्यूता वन चित कनत दवा खेवा कि आज बिल्कुल कम दवा खेवन बिल्कुल कम
When humanitarian assistance is accompanied by unqualified love and affection, it works wonders. It instills a deep sense of confidence and creates a bond like no other. A bond that thrives on fulfilled expectations and an ever-growing sense of contentment. life at times encounters very difficult roadblocks. Such tough and challenging situations that the very structure of life turns topsy-turvy. COVID-19 proved to be one such trying situation. In a matter of days, it consigned the entire routine of our life, all patterns of our living, to a havoc of sorts. Despite all odds though, the benefactors didn't fail any expectation.
हम फ़ोन पे उनके साथ राब्ते में रहते हैं, सर से गाइडेंस लेके उनके घर जाते हैं, चाहे उनकी बच्चों की पढ़ाई का मसला हो, चाहे दुकान का हो, हम उसमें उनकी रहबरी करते हैं।
गुलाम ने कैसा दलील वना आज?
बस आज ठीक बिल्कुल
मगर कहता है गो वो कहता है उतर नजल हो तो ये मिस करूं टाइम खुद याद
थोड़ा बहुत दोस्त.
As the COVID-linked lockdown eased up, personalized contact got revived, which in turn gave birth to renewed hopes.
Sehat noy chun me ठीक रोजान मान me गसान युथ हार्टस मान me बसान ओतर दम बसन सेन फोन
मन सोच खुदकशी हिंद ख्यालात आई बे
खबर क्या गो मे हस बे के न मन गोड छ me आसान जन चटान बाकी हज शुक्र खुदायस कुन तम हालात निश
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह. When is I pan my daily level marks and work as a could you number she?
314.
That's a
Out of 500.
The fruits of painstaking labor finally showed up, and life thus turned a new chapter.
And now, in fact, not only has their previous level of functioning or status in the society or their personal health improved to a level where it is quite satisfactory, but now they have gone even far beyond that. Initially she had said that I will purchase a cow, but now she has two. She is also doing her embroidery work, which otherwise was the only support to the family initially when she was not afflicted with a severe depression. And husband is working, he is also earning. And here is a lady whose children have again got admission in private schools. They are there in the private schools. Of course, you have facilitated that process, but you can see the children getting now, even the gadgetries. Earlier they would not get even a candy. So this is something which goes, hand in hand, psychosocial intervention, and this is what I again would emphasize. This is a component which the society can do it itself for its own members who are suffering or who are marginalized or who are poor. So that is something which is a lesson from this story also.
In order to effect positive and far-reaching changes in different spheres of life worldwide, the United Nations has identified certain specific targets, known collectively as Sustainable Development Goals. The focus areas are poverty alleviation, health, education, agriculture, and environment, etc. The Sustainable Development Goals could, however, never be achieved unless each one of us wakes up to the call of one's conscience, seeks to understand how a seemingly small step could make a big difference to the lives around, and subsequently puts the intent into practice. We are thus introduced to a successful model of poverty alleviation, a prototype worth replication indeed. A prototype that elucidates the need to fight the devil of poverty in a well-planned manner by drawing upon the relevant facts and figures and working out a series of efforts, both generalized and specialized. It's models like these that can set the tone for all-round socio-economic well-being of the society. Because life is indeed quite a long journey.